So Kerry Washington, she's on the board today, man. She's up. Have you heard anything about Kerry Washington?
Kerry Washington? No, not recently.
All right. So I don't think it happened recently.
Okay.
But she's got a new. I don't think it's a book. It's a memoir. Is that like a book? It's like a book.
Yeah,
but
it's like, yeah.
what's a memoir? More about you, right?
Yeah, like that book of your stories.
Diaries.
Yeah,
sort
diaries,
of thing.
yeah.
All right. So I think because she's got this out, the stories kind of come out. I actually think it happened in 2018. Anyway, she was on a show, I think she was on a show called Finding Your Roots.
Okay.
And it is what it says on the tin. I guess it's just about finding out about your history, your DNA. In a nutshell, she was about to get her DNA results. I think one of the producers said maybe you should have a conversation with like your parents, etc., etc. It's a thing in her memoirs where I think she mentioned she's always felt a bit distant from her family.
Oh no, I know where this is going.
And yeah, so she's found out that her father isn't actually her real father.
Yeah.
And
I
she
saw that.
is a child of a
sperm donor.
Sperm donor.
Oh.
So I just wanted to kind of get our thoughts on that situation and how we think about. First of all, do you feel that that's something parents should tell their children pretty early on? Do you think that's something parents can keep to themselves?
I actually thought about this, yeah, and I think it is always ad hoc. Like it depends.
Yeah, on the situation.
Like you can't. I don't think there's a flat out you should tell the child every time, and I don't think there's a flat out you should wait until that. I think you just have to assess the situation and decide. But I do think.
But she might have never found out.
Right, so that's where I think I do think they should be told. But then
and she's a big woman now.
But then sometimes like
is it? Do you feel like it's a child's business?
Right,
to know that
it is a child's business because eventually things happen later in life. Sometimes medical.
Yeah. I think that's the big thing. Medical you just never, is a big thing.
And that you're making an assumption that you're always going to be here, and if you're not, and your child has to find that information out by themselves, and it becomes detrimental to their health. 100% you got to tell them. But I know these things happen. I know.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, I know these things happen. I know they happen in real life. I know.
Oh, do you know of situations like this? I don't know any situation like this.
I know. Well, what I will say I know situations where people don't realize that the parents that have raised them are not their parents, and this is because some people will know and some people will say something to someone and it gets said and it's like, does that person know? No, they don't. And it feels mad.
Yeah, I mean, that is a mad feeling, I guess. I mean, not that.
I don't know what I would do if I found out my mom and dad were my mom and dad. Like, what are we doing now? Like, who am I?
I don't think I'd say anything.
What, to who?
I think I'd just carry on.
Would you be upset? Would you be upset?
I don't know.
In my particular situation, no. Because I already feel like I don't look like no one in my family and I'm not like anyone. But I love them dearly. So if I found out, I'd just carry on as normal.
Would you be mad at your parents? For like not showing you sooner, not like the whole ordeal.
I'd want to hear what they have to say. Because you're
do you?
Yeah, because what you're gonna say.
Because I think apparently, don't quote me on this. I'm sure I read it or heard it that like the father couldn't have kids. Basically, he wasn't.
So
they kind of had to go down that route.
Oh, that's not that bad then.
It wasn't a thing of like.
I
mean, what would be another scenario? I suppose. Like, would someone just sneakily go down a sperm donor route and not tell?
No, but so she knows her father as her father.
Yeah,
and she knows her mother as a mother.
Yeah,
but her father just isn't actually her father.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I suppose
really and truly, he is her dad, really.
Yeah,
isn't he?
Yeah.
No. That's not how science works. So wait a minute.
Scientifically.
Yeah, but he is her dad.
No.
Yeah.
Like, he is her dad. He might not be a biological dad, but he's a step.
Yeah, that is her. What is it? It's her father, but not her dad, or it's her dad, but not her father.
Yeah, I can't remember which way it is, but
I feel like dad don't mean shit. I don't know. I don't have all. Am I one? So I don't know. I feel like dad sounds hollow compared to father.
Yeah, father sounds authoritative.
Yeah. So
That's crazy though. I think she's way too big of a starter. Found out like that. Like once she started to get to a certain position, certain conversations should have been had. Like, look.
But she did say that she ain't felt like she always felt a bit distant. Like she weren't really. I think that must be the mad one. Yeah, that's the mad one where you don't really feel like family.
Yeah.
I tell you who I really do feel sorry for, and that's the real dad. Because he's missed out. Like she's
that's true.
She's bathing.
That's
like,
true.
I wonder what he's up to.
That's a whole Kerry Washington.
I wonder what he's up to.
But isn't
Imagine
that
being broke up, just sitting in your yard in your pants, and the door's a millionaire. Door's a millionaire.
Like, does a sperm donor will never know though?
Yeah, but isn't that's the risk you take when you go and do that?
Yeah,
You kind of just, you don't know what.
You kind of just
You don't
giving
really
up
know.
sperm,
Yeah,
innit?
just
Like,
$500.
it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, but I swear sometimes they can. I'm sure she must be able to chase that.
I don't think they can, because I'm sure whatever things you have to sign off, like, don't try and find me.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Like,
Money's
I was on a joke team one time and just went and jerked off in the center and like, yo, I don't want no commitments. I was just trying to give back. Like, what's going on here?
I've been done spent my 2 bills. Like, what you
there
doing?
is that film where with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, that's
where he fathers bare kids in it. But that's a film. That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Don't
But that
come and
happens
find
in
me.
real life.
I've seen that before. Yeah.
I've seen
But
that happen
you know
in real
what?
life.
There is stories of like sperm.
Siblings getting together.
Yeah, it's a
siblings
bit mad.
walking past each other, going to the same school.
Yeah,
It's a real thing.
Sounds like Jamaica.
No.
Why?
Sounds real Jamaican. Siblings going to the same
No.
It's like I know a few stories like that. I know some.
It's more common than you think.
So I guess when we say it out loud, it ain't that bad.
No, I mean, it hasn't happened to me, so it's easy for me to say that, but...
Yeah.
I mean, would you do it to your kids, and when would you tell them?
I mean, my swimmers work, so...
Hey, I ain't trying to put that on, man. My guy, I'm just saying.
I wouldn't be able to put myself into the shoes of someone whose swimmers don't, but I feel like it's a super hard conversation to have.
Same.
Like, how... When do you do it? Like when
when in life is okay.
Yeah, like it's that. Like, because you can't tell them when they're youths. So they gotta be
point?
You can?
Yeah.
What, when they're 6?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not your dad.
When they're comprehensible, when you feel like they can understand information properly.
Yeah, it might be easier to digest, and then like as the journey
You
goes
start to
along,
explain more
there's little reminders and that, so they're already used to the fact that that's how that.
Yeah, it's mad.
What, you just constantly reminding them that ain't your daddy?
Oh,
I mean,
that's the way.
Like, scientifically, I'm not.
Let's be like, oh, dad, this. We spoke about this. we did not spoke about this, right?
I'm not your father.
I ain't your father.
No, I'm your dad, but I ain't your father.
Wow. There's two scenarios.
No, you don't have to keep saying that, though.
I have heard of a scenario where someone had like a one night stand but was in a long term relationship, so didn't know who the father was and just chose not to tell her partner.
Yeah, they didn't
know.
Yeah, that's called jackets. They're called jackets.
Jackets.
Really?
Jackets.
So the man in that situation who isn't the actual father, he's called a jacket.
Why? Where does that come from? What's that?
Just
there's a cover.
Yeah, like just a jacket.
No,
that's what you call them.
Mad thing. I have
Like,
never heard that.
It's a thing.
So
Like, yeah, he's a jacket. Like,
right, just come true, just to
like you just.
But he didn't know. He didn't know, and the child didn't know. So
blanket.
It got revealed. I mean, I don't know these people, but I've known of situations, and the child found out because again something medical, and then and just came out like that.
That's crazy.
And then the second one I heard about was Kirk Franklin very recently. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yes, I did see something.
That was heartbreaking.
I did.
And his father lived.
I didn't see the actual whole story though. I just know something about where he just seen his father. He just met his father for the first time. Right?
Yeah, at 50-something years of age.
Okay.
And he lived down the road from him all his life.
Oh man, is it?
Or down the road from his recording studio. So he was within distance, but his mum, I think, had lied to him and said that she didn't know who he was, but she did. So he done DNA test and then found his father at 50-something. It was big Kirk Franklin, you know.
Oh. Yeah, but by that time, bro, they're done really.
The Americans are big on this DNA testing, though, man. They love a little find who I really am sort of thing now.
Yeah,
man. They love that. They love that.